can't section him. He's black. So apparently the NHS has discovered a bold new approach to mental health. If you don't section psychotic patients, the statistics look better. Genius! Revolutionary! What could possibly go wrong? According to the Telegraph, NHS doctors across the country say they're being nudged, or in some cases shoved, away from sectioning black patients under the Mental Health Act because black people are overrepresented in detentions. Overrepresented meaning they turn up for help more often. Which in a sane world would mean you help them more often. But no, in 2026 Britain, the solution is, have you tried not doing your job? So according to official stats, black people are around 3.5 times more likely to be detained. Doctors say that's due to social factors, deprivation, exclusion, migration stress, because we know how stressful it is on those small boats, cannabis use, family breakdown, the usual risk factors. But NHS policy documents say, reduce the numbers, not by improving conditions, not by improving access, just reduce the numbers. It's like telling oncologists, too many black people have prostate cancer, fix the disparity. How should we do that? Well, stop diagnosing it. So apparently 9 psychiatrists told the Telegraph that they've been warned that sectioning too many black patients could be construed as racism. One doctor said, once a patient has psychosis, we shouldn't perform sociology, we should perform medicine. Which is a wild thing to have to say out loud. Another doctor compared it to the Rotherham grooming gang scandal. Institutions paralysed by fear of being called racist, so they just don't act. And of course, all this comes back to the Valdo Calocane case, the paranoid schizophrenic who killed 3 people in Nottingham. He wasn't sectioned after a previous violent incident because staff cited, wait for it, the overrepresentation of black men in custody. So yeah, the NHS tried to fix racism by not detaining a violent psychotic man who went on to kill 3 people. But hey, the spreadsheet looks good. The Equalities and Human Rights Commission even suggested that health trusts should produce action plans if they can't reduce black detentions year over year. Imagine being a psychiatrist reading that. Sorry, doctor, your patient is dangerous, delusional and violent. But have you considered our diversity targets? This is what happens when ideology outruns reality. When institutions decide that optics matter more than outcomes. When the priority becomes not appearing racist rather than not letting people die. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. If you treat people differently based on race, even with the best of intentions, that is the definition of two-tier healthcare. And in a civilized democracy, you can't have it. You can't have it in policing, in healthcare, anywhere. So yeah, the NHS is trying to solve racial disparities by not improving lives. Anyway, thanks for watching if you made it this far. And remember, watch closely. They hope you won't.